Hey guys, morning. Alex here from the channel. I hope you're well. We got asked last week by Archie from Oak Farm Firewood about the crane on the back of our log truck. So I'll just give you a little show of that to see how that works, okay? Okay, so here's the crane. It's made by Axe Lift, as you can see. It's a double extension out, so that gives you how far it goes out, 5 meters, and the kilogram lift. It will almost lift a ton close in, and it will lift a quarter of a ton going out. It's got 2 extensions on this. It needs a bit of grease on these, and it's got a few grease points around here, down there. There's a bit of metal work obviously on the back here. We've got the control panel there. This leg will extend out on hydraulics, and sorry, that one extends out on hydraulics. That one is manual. They both go up and down on hydraulics, so you get the stability. But just giving us that extra width here when you extend it out really does make quite a difference on the stability of the whole truck, basically. So just the way we deliver our bags is with these cranes, and they're pretty useful bits of kit, we think. I know some people tip, some people do a stacking service, but this is how we like to deliver our logs out. So yeah, it kind of does what it says on the tin, and it's not too complicated to run it. The motor on this runs off the PTO. There's a button in the cab that you press to run the oil, the hydraulic oil in this system, and the only thing you got to remember is not to drive off with it on, because it will blow up the PTO shaft basically that runs the oil for it. So yeah, that's our system there. Exactly the same crane as we use in our Nissan. So now we got both these trucks are both running on the same system. So hopefully, if we get another busy patch, we'll be able to keep up with all the orders and what have you. So all across that back wall, I'm going to put another layer of panels up. They got delivered last week. I'm going to have to shift some of this chip out the way, and then we're going to come up. They're really heavy panels because they're 6 meters long and 1.5 meters wide. They weigh about 3 tons. So they're really at the maximum lift of the telehandler, especially when you're up high like that. But hopefully we'll be able to do it. We've got a good height still in the roof, so it shouldn't be too bad. And what that will just mean is I can bank up more chip up here and get more storage space in here, because this year, before we were kind of dragged out in the winter, we were really pushing out the door, and I just thought how useful it would be just to have that little bit of extra space up there, because all that roof is basically wasted. So we still got this timber coming in there. I'm just going to keep tickling a few loads in, every month, have 2 or 3 loads come in. It's always helpful. Looks like something went over there. And during the snow, we lost our back number plate on the truck, so I'm going to go and got a new one of those, so I'll stick that on now. First year stuck on. Not really sure you can see that very well with the cable arm there, but I don't know, maybe I have to lift it up somehow and get that out of the way so you can see the plate. Anyway, another little job. So these are all the panels that are going to go on the next layer of the shed. Just taking off the top one because actually the threads have disappeared in that, so fine. I'll have to take the next one down. Good 3 tons each, so it's going to be a fun job putting them up high. We'll see where we get on. Okay, so that's our first panel up. Did realise I made a little mistake, which is the bay's a 6 metre, but the other panel, as you can see, is actually 6'1". So we're going to have to do a little bit of adjustment there to get that to fit. Nice and tight up on the roof. Not much space, but just enough to get in. Anyway, that's bolted in so we can take the machine back now. So that's the backside. You can see we haven't got much room now, couldn't go up any higher. There's only about 3/4 metre there, so just high enough to get these panels in. Put them in behind so they're good and secure. I'm going to take out this last lifting joint, and that's that done then. Okay guys, so we're in our wild garden. Earlier this year we took down a fair amount of ash that was in here and beech. Quite a lot was quite dead. We stacked these piles up now, like this one just here, so there's some quite nice meaty bits of timber in it. So yeah, it's quite a decent pile, for example there. Once again we're out with the Kubota and the chipper. It's doing a good job actually, so we'll just go around and take a little look at that. So I've just put the decals sort of logo on the side of the truck, so they're both sat there. That one I couldn't quite put in the middle, it's usually sticker, wasn't there, not quite like that one. But again, put them on the doors just in case people see it and might ask for an order card or something. Good thing about this truck is it's got a really flat side here, along here, which I can probably stick something like Cranford logs on the side, whereas on the Nissan it's a corrugated side, so it's harder to get any kind of decals or whatever stickers on the side of that one. But there we go, we're ready for next year's rush, which will probably be quiet. Now I've got to. Hey guys, we put up another one of these panels in the corner last night, and I told you the other day that, well, I ordered that panel over there, and I've got a load of those, and they're actually 6 meters long, and I should have ordered them 6.1 meters long. Well, actually, I've had a bit of fortune, because when we put these ends up, we've got to get a bit of angle down that side to join up another panel in there. And if I'd ordered a 6.1 there, it wouldn't actually have fitted in here, because I'll get up on the ladder, I'll just show you what's happened along there. So we've got the Yorkshire boarding there, and the panel right up against it. There's just a little bit of overlap there, about a centimetre or so, just over a centimetre. But Barry is going to work on these clamps because they're just slightly short there, and they need to be a little bit longer. So I'll take those clamps off and then put longer clamps on. But it is secure, this, and it's safe. And then we can put a bit of angle on, like that angle by my foot, and that will extend up through here. And we can then put the rest of the panels along here. So yeah. Okay, so Ray's just moving some of the chip from the end there so we can get into that side and that one over there. Put the 2 corner panels on so we got like behind us, and then we can start doing the channel. So yeah, I'm going to go off now, just see how Dave's getting on with the chipper. I've got to pick up some logs that he thinks are good for the firewood processor and move some logs to him as well. So I'm going to run off in the old telehandler. I'll leave Ray to do this and come back. I hope we'll get a couple more panels up tonight. So I've just picked up an old log that been sat on the ground for a while. Take it through to Dave on the chipper. Looks like we've almost got that load pretty full. And there. Okay, so I moved all that chip now. Stack that up here. And we're going to go into that corner, I suppose, and try and get up on there. So we go. So that's the corner panel done. You can see we've got that gap there, so we'll take this panel down and put it over into that far corner, and then we're just going to do the last one here. And Ray's just going to lift it up, come round, and we'll get it raised up. There. Now we've got to get to the door, so it's 6 meters. We just got to twist it as she goes in. Okay guys, we've just got our delivery of Lapnian logs coming in, looks like. Look pretty smart in the back of that truck over there. So we're just going to take a look and yeah, get them put into the into this corner here and start seeing how they look. And there they are, they look pretty smart to me. They're just going to put the forks on and go from there. They are. Quite a nice stack in there actually. Goes out. And Ray's going out with some wood chip. Just got to pull them back now. So Dave can reach them. There we are, do the next one. So there we got all the crates put in here. I have to say they look pretty smart. Yeah, every one of these is well cut, nothing too big. Anything, probably, you know, we like to throw a few large lumps in there just to keep the fire kind of going. And we've got some silver birch here, and that's alder. So it's obviously a little bit light, the alder, but when it's blended in with some of our oak and ash, we think that'll be all right. Anyway guys, we've used a couple of those crates already. We're just blending it in next door is what you can hear. So that's it, end of another week. Hope you enjoyed that guys, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.